Hi, and welcome to the Thanksgiving Cooking with the Guilford Public Library. I'm Kayleigh, and today we are going to be making crispy potato smashies from Chrissy Teigen's Cravings, Hungry for More. You can find a copy of this at the library if you want to check it out. We also have her first book as well. So the first thing that we're going to do today is get our ingredients ready. So since we're making potatoes, we're going to need about 1.5 pounds of baby potatoes, or the smallest that you can find. I just chose Yukon Gold because that's what I like. We're going to need about 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt, which is the thicker kind of salt, and about 1 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper, which I've got right here. We're going to need 1/4 cup of olive oil. And then it's optional, well, it's not really optional, but I don't like it. So you're going to need about 2 tablespoons of freshly chopped flat leaf parsley. I don't like it, so I don't do it. And then for our materials, we're going to need a baking pan with rimmed edges, a large microwave safe bowl, a cutting board or some kind of surface that you can use, fork, spatula, oven mitts, saran wrap. So to start, we're going to rinse our potatoes, which we've already done, and then we're going to place them into our oven safe or microwave safe bowl. We're going to add what will end up being about 1/2 inch of water at the bottom, probably about right there. Cover the top of it with saran wrap. There we go. So you want it all nice and covered tight like that. And then you're going to poke a couple of holes in the top just so the air can get out. Like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put this in the microwave, and you're going to microwave it on high power for about 15 to 20 minutes. You'll want to check it at about 10 minutes. You want the potatoes to be you want to be able to easily pierce them with a fork. So we'll set that aside. And then the next step is you'll want to preheat your oven to 425 degrees. If you have an electric oven, which we do here, you're going to follow some different steps. So when you're preheating your oven, you'll want to, if you have an electric oven, you'll want to take your rack and put it on the highest, put it as close to the heating element as possible. If you don't have an electric oven, if you have like a gas oven or something, you'll end up putting your baking sheet on the very bottom of the oven. So now our oven is preheating, our potatoes are microwaved, and here they are. So what we're going to do now is we're going to smash our potatoes. So once your potatoes are done in the microwave, they've come out, you've let them cool until they're just warm to the touch. So you're going to take the heel of your hand like this, and you're just going to smash them down lightly. You want them to stay kind of whole. You don't want them to fall apart. You're just going to keep going through all the potatoes like that. Now, if you don't wait for them to cool, it's going to be really hot and it's going to hurt your hand. So I would wait for them to cool, probably about 10 or 15 minutes. And we'll just smash all these. This might be my favorite part. If you have kids, this is a good one to have them help with. But again, wait for the potatoes to cool before you start because they will be extremely hot if you don't. And always make sure that your hands are clean before you're doing any of these kinds of things, like wash your hands frequently. Just practice safe cooking methods, please. And then, once these are all smashed, we're going to take our baking sheet, and since we've got the electric oven, we're going to put our baking sheet in the oven and let it preheat for about 5 minutes until the water starts to like if you get some water in your hand and you splash the baking pan with it, it should sizzle. And then you'll take it out and I'll grab my other tray. Actually, you know what? Let's do final product. But I don't want to get to that yet. I want to show you guys how you'll do get the tray ready. Put those on the plate. Put them aside. So what you'll do is once your tray's preheated, you splash it with the water, it makes that nice sizzling sound. You'll take it out, using oven mitts, please. And you'll pour your 1/4 of a cup of olive oil all over the tray. And then you'll sprinkle with 1/2 of your salt and pepper. Now that might look kind of weird, but it'll make sense, I promise. And then what you're going to do, once it's all over around this tray, is you're going to take your crispy smashies and you're just going to place them on there. Trying to get them into the oil and the salt and the pepper. Probably should be a little more gentle so they're not falling apart, but I actually like the little chunks better. I think they taste really good. And then we'll top them with more of the salt and pepper. So now, these are going to go back in our preheated oven for about 15 minutes. And when those 15 minutes are up, you're going to take them out, you're going to flip them over, and then you're going to put them back in the oven for another 10 to 15 minutes. And then you'll take them out, put them on a serving platter, top them with your parsley if you'd like. You don't have to, but you can if you want to. And these are my absolute favorite because, like, you can hear the crispiness of them. They're such a good side dish. I mean, if you want to eat them as a main dish, go wild. I'm not going to stop you. Let me know how you like them, or let Chrissy Teigen know how you like them, actually, because this is her recipe. It's one of my favorites. Check out next week's episode of Thanksgiving Cooking. We hope to see you then. If you have any questions, please just ask us. Send us an email, send us a text message. Stay safe, eat good food, read a good book. Take care.